Another day on planet Earth, wishing you all happiness, clarity, and freedom. Today, I hope all of you are feeling well. Hope you're feeling great. Hope you are doing things that you love every single day. And today is a big day because today we are talking about the lunar eclipse in Scorpio. Now, eclipse season. It is currently eclipse season 2022. We recently had a solar eclipse in the sign of Taurus, which is a fixed earth sign if you do not know. So we had the solar eclipse, new moon in Taurus back, I don't know the exact day, or April 30th, that was the day, April 30th. And 2 weeks later, we are going to have the lunar eclipse, the full moon in Scorpio. And just a little backstory on eclipses if you don't know, just to get this out of the way. Eclipse season happens when the sun transits either the south or the north node of the moon, and therefore the earth and the sun and the moon are in direct horizontal alignment, so we get a complete covering of the sun and a complete exact full moon, which is what's coming up in the sign of Scorpio in I think a few days from now. I don't know the exact day, but it is coming up in a few days because the moon is currently in Libra, which is a wonderful sign. But prepare, okay? I'm making this video to help you guys prepare, to give you guys a little warning, or just so you can expect what's to come, so you can kind of brace yourselves, prepare for the worst. You know, hope for the best always, obviously, but we must prepare for the worst. We must prepare for battle. We never know what's going to happen to us in this world. You never know what's going to come your way. You know, tomorrow you could find out that something tragic happens. You never know. So you always, no matter if it's eclipse season or not, you always have to stay calm, grounded, and prepared for the worst. Stay strong within yourself, okay? And this eclipse season has been very intense. Not just for me, but I can tell a lot of people around me. The energy is high, okay? The energy is high. The energy is very intense. And whether or not it's positive or negative, doesn't matter. It's just high amplitude energy. And this is the key with eclipse season. Okay, it's not fully positive, it's not fully negative, it's just high intense energy. And whenever we have this high intense energy, it's like a wave. It goes up a lot and it goes down a lot, and it goes up a lot and it goes down a lot. So you can expect extreme highs, and then you could also expect extreme lows with this eclipse season. So I want you guys to let me know what you have been feeling during this eclipse season, during this past 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, whatever, this past month. What have you been going through? What have you been feeling personally? You don't have to get too specific, but just let me know your feedback. Let me know what kind of energy you've been feeling on a broad scale. Like, just has it been super intense, a little mellow? Let me know. Your feedback is greatly, greatly appreciated. So, speaking of Scorpio, Scorpio is a fixed water sign. A fixed water sign. And fixed water, you can expect things that are darker, more mysterious, things that are hidden under the surface. When we think of Scorpio, I think of Pluto. I think of very deep, intense emotions, things that are hidden, obviously, like I said, secrets, very passionate. Scorpio is the most passionate sign. So, eclipse season, a full moon lunar eclipse in Scorpio is going to be very intense, and this is why I'm making this video. I want you guys to be ready. I want you guys to remember all the answers are right inside of you to get through this eclipse season. The power, the strength, it's all already there. You just have to harness it. You just have to seize it, embody it, live it, okay? You know, a lot of people say in life, nothing is handed to you. There's no free lunch passes in this universe. And that is 100% true. You have to find the will within you to go and get what you want. And it's not going to be easy, but every single day, you got to push yourself. You have to believe in yourself. And if it weren't hard at times, then we wouldn't grow. So expect it to be hard at times. Expect this lunar eclipse in Scorpio to be a very challenging time in your life. Okay, the past 2 weeks, past month, about for me, has been very challenging, but at the same time, I'm seeing that so many changes are happening in my life. It's been extremely testing, extremely challenging. You know, there's things left and right that are trying to, not trying to, but just things that are testing me, and I can either fold under the pressure or I can power through it, let it go, and keep moving forward. Okay? And that's what I'm going to choose to do. And that's what I want you to choose to do. And always remember to just do the best that you can. We're not superhumans, we're only human. Well, we are superhumans, but we're only human, okay, at the end of the day. We're in these physical bodies. It's not always going to be fun. So understand, it is going to feel intense. It's going to feel crazy, but just keep powering through. I believe in you. I know you can do it. I know you can get through this time in your life. So, speaking of times in life, depending on the axis that this eclipse is taking place in your chart is very important. Okay, so your rising sign is, the sign where the rising position was, where the horizon was when you were born. For me, it's Pisces. You should look it up for yourself, because when you look up your rising sign, you can determine the house system. And when you determine the house system, you can figure out which house axis this eclipse is taking place. So for me, Taurus is my second house. That's how I look at it, because I'm at 27 degrees rising Pisces. So Taurus is my second house, and Scorpio is my 8th house. So I've been seeing so many themes of 2-8, second house, 8th house themes. So I'll just tell you about it for me. Second house has everything to do with finances, your possessions, your financial income, food, putting food on the table, all these things. Physical, material resources. And the 8th house has to do with other people's finances. It's more darker, mysterious house, relating a lot to Scorpio, right? So, other people's finances, inheritance, death is a big one. And these things have been on my mind so much. And you've probably been noticing in your life that maybe you've been bouncing back and forth between two things in your life. Like, for a little bit of time, you think this thing is super important, so I'm going to focus on this. And then maybe a few days later, your focus shifts, and now this thing is super important, and you want to focus on this thing a lot. And for me, it's been focusing on my finances, trying to make as much money as I can, save as much money as I can. But then I realize I'm going too far. I need to focus on my mental health. I need to focus on life. I need to live my life so I don't get depressed, right? So then I, focus on that more, and then I realize, I gotta make money. So, I go back, and I'm going back and forth. And these things are very intense because it's eclipse season. So you've probably been feeling these things in certain areas of your life. So I encourage you to look up your houses, look up which house Scorpio is for you and which house Taurus is for you. For me, it just happens to be that the second house is the second sign of the zodiac, but that's usually not how it is. That's only because I'm at 27 degrees Pisces rising. So look it up for you, and then you can probably start to connect the dots, like, oh my gosh, this is why I've been feeling all these things for the past month. This is why all these themes have been showing up in my life. So that's why I love astrology. It gives you this insight, gives you this clarity. Like, yes, this is why these things are happening, right? And yes, it has been so intense. It has been so very intense. You may have been experiencing fear, uncertainty, doubt, and then at times you feel like you're on top of the world, like you can accomplish anything, like you can do anything you believe in. And that's really what it's all about. We need to let go of the fear and move towards believing in yourself, persistence, right? Love, freedom, all these higher things, all these higher emotions. Because for a long time, we've been living backwards, okay? So we're shifting right now, and this eclipse has so much to do with it, okay? This eclipse has everything to do with it. And just let me know, like I said earlier, let me know in the comments. I really want to know what you've been feeling. Has your life been super intense and crazy for the past month? Because for me, it really has. I mean, it really has for the past like 2 years, but has it been really super charged up this past month or so? Let me know. I really want to hear. And speaking of the planets that are being affected by this eclipse, we have Uranus. Okay, Uranus is like the main thing that is being affected, being pinged, so to speak, in this eclipse. So Uranus right now is in Taurus. Uranus is in Taurus. It has been there for a while, and obviously the sun's in Taurus, the north node is in Taurus, and the moon was there. You know, we had that 2 weeks ago. But yes, Uranus is being pinged by this eclipse, so that is just going to amplify the energy even more. Okay, whenever Uranus is by something, especially the north node, you are going to notice that it's just enhanced. And Uranus is all about unexpected things, very quick, fast, unexpected. You know, kind of like Aquarius. Aquarius is associated with Uranus, but Uranus is a very rebellious planet. It likes to seek equilibrium very quickly, so it will seek to find balance, not worrying about the effects of that. Right? It's like lightning. It strikes down quickly. It just happens so quick, like a flash. And it's unexpected, but it happens, and it's crazy. So that's Uranus. Uranus is a wonderful planet, and it is really activating this eclipse axis right now. So you're gonna want to watch out for that. Watch out for unexpected things. That's why I say be prepared. Brace yourselves. Brace yourselves for the worst. Expect the prepare for the worst, but hope for the best, right? So always prepare for the worst. Prepare yourself emotionally, right? Start to meditate. And I'm gonna make a video on meditation because I recently discovered something about meditation that has been holding me back for so long, and it's been affecting my entire life. So stay tuned for that, because that is amazing. But brace yourselves for the worst emotionally. This is an emotional thing that's going on. Eclipse season, it's always emotional, but it always ties in to the 3D reality, and it's really all one, just dimensions layered on top of each other. But stay emotionally balanced, stay prepared, do what you need to do. If you need to rest for a little bit, go and rest. If you need to go for a run, go for a run. If you need to eat more food because you feel like you need more energy, go and do that. Just don't take it too far. Remember to not take things too far during this time, because it is very intense, and if you take things too far, there's going to be a consequence, and during this time that consequence is going to feel 10 times more like, oh my god, like you're going to really regret it. So be careful of what you're choosing to do during this time. Be careful of where you're placing your focus. Be careful of what you're choosing to do throughout your day, and like I said in my previous video, I think it was, finding balance, right? We need to find balance. So make sure you're balancing things in your life, right? Like I said, I've been going back and forth between two things, and you probably have too, but make sure it's all about finding a balance between the two, a harmonious balance. And that's what I have to realize, that's what you have to realize, that's what we all have to realize, okay? It's all about balance. It's not all one thing, all this thing. No, it's a mixture of both, okay? So it's not easy, I'm going to remind you again, it's not easy during this time. Full moon, lunar eclipse in Scorpio, fixed water. It's not easy. Take it easy. Do your best. Stay strong. Stay balanced. I believe in you. I know you can do it. So thank you all so much for tuning in to this video. You are all wonderful. You are all amazing. You are all talented, gifted. Don't forget to smash the like button. Get this video out there. Don't forget to comment. Don't forget to subscribe. And make it a great day or not, the choice is yours.